What's up, MFGs? Mini MFG? Eric MFG. We just went to the movies to see Joker, Folie, Deux. Did I say it right? I think I did. A lot of people didn't like this movie. They hated it, actually, so I definitely wanted to come see it. I needed to see what the hate was.
I don't know what it was about.
Well, I kind of have an idea. I think it was all the musical numbers, and it's vastly different from the first movie. I saw Joker back, probably 2020.
Why
It came
are they
out in
mad?
2019. She just watched it last night for the first time, Joker 1. We watched it last night, both of us. I needed to revisit it. The movie's brutal. It's a really good movie, though. But this one, it's not as good as the first one. Let's get into it, I think.
You said they're annoyed of the songs, but
Yeah.
that's Joker's personality.
This movie basically picks up with Arthur Fleck in prison for the crimes he committed in the last movie, and why he's in prison. Though it could have been Arkham. I don't know, because that's where he meets Harley Quinzel, played by Lady Gaga, and they hit it off.
Singing.
And there's more to. Yeah, they do sing a lot. There's more to her than meets the eye, and why he's there. The trial of the century. Arthur Fleck for the 5 murders, because nobody knew that he killed his mom in the last movie. So the trial was actually pretty interesting, and you can imagine everybody's rooting for Joker, Arthur Fleck. Joker is, everybody loves Joker, and there's huge crowds coming to see this. He's got a following because he's trying to change the world. So, and Arthur Fleck and Harley Quinn, they're in love. He's in love with her. Though it's hard to say if some of the stuff is, what's real and what isn't real, because they kept switching back and forth.
Fantasizing.
He was fantasizing a lot, and it was really hard to keep track of what was real or not. And they would go into these musical numbers, and a lot of them totally took you out of the movie. It changed the tone of the movie, and I think that's why a lot of people had a problem with it. Because the first movie is brutal. It's kind of like Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. This one, there's, while I thought the trial was really interesting, I was kind of glued. They would just go off and do a musical number. Some of them are okay.
Give High School Musical vibes.
Yeah. But some of the musical numbers, it turns it into like a happy place, and there's nothing happy about
Joker.
Yeah.
He is happy though.
So I think that's what people had a problem with. But I would say if you cut down the musical numbers, there was a lot of musical numbers. If you probably take out half of them, this movie would be a lot better than what it was.
I like the music. Only
Yes,
some of them.
Some of the music was good, but some of the other ones, it's like, hey, he's gonna. If he's found guilty, he's going to get the death penalty. And
it's like upbeat music.
But it was really cool when he fired his lawyer. He's like, I want to represent myself. That was very interesting. I did like the trial, like I mentioned 4 times already. That was the best part of the whole movie.
I think he should have had Jim Carrey from Liar Liar come in.
Yeah, probably not. Lady Gaga, she's a really good actress. I thought she did a good job.
I thought it was going to be bad because she's a singer.
But, her songs, they both did a pretty good job singing, especially her. And Joaquin Phoenix, he did a great job.
Is that the guy?
Yeah.
I liked the part where where they were, asking him questions to, keep him sane before the trials.
Yeah, they weren't going to put him on trial unless he was... They kept interviewing him because
the interviews.
They had to make sure he was competent to stand trial, and he was. They were going to try to get him off on, temporary or an insane person. That way he couldn't stand trial, but he was able to stand trial, which was kind of his downfall. But the movie's not as bad as what people say it is. I hated the ending. The ending was pretty terrible in my opinion. Change the ending, cut down the musicals. This probably would have been a lot. I would have given a lot higher score, but I'd probably go.
What's so bad with the ending?
I didn't like the way it ended. She didn't like it either. She told me in the theater she didn't like the ending. She changed her mind now.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking about that part.
Yeah, that part. What would you... There's not a lot of action in this movie. Definitely not a lot of action. There's a lot of action in the first movie. This one is just, courtroom drama. But very interesting. Edge of your seat in the courtroom. Excellent music. Not the musical numbers, but the score. The score is basically the same as the first movie. It's really good. But overall, I'd probably say not necessarily a worthy follow-up, but I didn't hate the movie. I'd probably go 7. 7 out of 10. There's nobody over there.
8.22.
She liked it a lot more. Those young minds. Future of America. 7, 8.52s. Joker. Folie, Deux. 2 insane people. Well, that's it. It's October. Terrifier 3 is next. We're out of here.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share, bruh.